another season here. 2015. We leave in, Kat? In 7 days, 8 days, something like that.
Yep.
Heading out to western Colorado from Yuli's and shooting a 62-inch silver tip this year, 50 pounds. And going to be shooting center shot arrows with Magnus broadheads. So we'll see how it plays out. And we're going to need a babysitter for this guy in case somebody wants to live in Pennsylvania for 12 days. He's high maintenance.
comes my chariot. I love it. Right up there, Johnny boy. Nice. This is going to be a long drag. This is fun. Is that service or what? That's like awesome service. Could you do me a favor? Could you get my arrow that's over there too while you're here?
Anything for you, Jeff.
Do you have coffee and a croissant? Left, 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 left. She's on the path to come right to me.
There's only so many days to wait. If you add them up, you go crazy. If it happens.
Awesome job, John.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful animal.
Gorgeous.
Where's that smile?
Day 2015 gun season. It was really cold this morning, too cold to film. So here we are today. We're hunting at Cindy's. Maybe the last year we were here. God bless her, she passed away. Gorgeous farm. Don't rush. Don't rush. I saw this buck early in the season, about 100 yards that way. He came out of this thicket into a little draw where there's some alfalfa, and hadn't seen him for a while. Archery season during the rut, he snuck in back of me at about 25 yards, and I never had a shot. Saw another big buck in here last week, and that's kind of what I was hoping to see. He was a little higher than this all around, and when this guy came in this morning, I didn't know which one it was. I really didn't care. But I ended up getting about maybe a 12-yard shot, and he ran at my tree and died 12 yards in back of my tree on the other side. So a very good end to a beautiful animal. Great day. Got the whole family here again. Awesome. Thanks for coming. I've never hunted a particular deer. I mean, I live in Pennsylvania. We don't hunt particular deer. We get lucky every now and then when somebody takes their dog for a walk and we get one bumped. But I've left this property, this thick bedding area here, go all year long. I don't ever go into here. And with the gun season ending, there's my red. With the gun season ending, I figured I'd come in and slip in. But I've never hunted one deer all year, and it's very frustrating. I'm tired. It's been a long year. I only saw him twice, and I passed on some other bucks. Obviously, not any better. Smaller ones with good opportunities. I'm down on the does. We need some does for the freezer, and I'm kind of glad it came to an end. You know, I know it's bittersweet, but at this point, it'd be nice to sleep in and get back to a little bit of a normal lifestyle. You know, I started doing these videos a couple years ago, and every year I kind of expand them a little bit. I'm watching Kurt do several also, and I think it's a good idea that some of you folks consider making these videos, because it's a good way to summarize each season. Go back and maybe look at things that happened and capture a lot of moments with cameras. Always great to have a camera in the woods with you. But what I want to take a chance to do here is take a moment to do is go over a couple things I've learned this year. Maybe as I'm getting older, you start putting things in a little better perspective. But first thing I learned, when you go away on a hunt vacation, when you take your wife, the best part about the trip is not the hunt. Love having my wife along. Probably get me some bonus points for this, but that's what it's about. Take your wife along, enjoy the place where you're at, enjoy the sights and sounds around the area you're staying, and hunt a little for fun. Number 2 on the list. I always get wrapped up in bows over the years. I've had so many different bows, recurves, long bows, back and forth, even during the season, heck, even left-handed, right-handed, but shoot the bow that just feels right. It feels good every time you pick it up in your hand. Don't shoot the one you think you shoot better. Shoot the one that gets the job done. It might not be the prettiest, might not be the most expensive, might not be the fastest, but it's the one that speaks to you. And at the moment when you have to make that shot, you don't even think about it. The bow just comes through for you, and you end up punching a tag. Third on the list, the feeling of shooting a nice, good-sized buck, for me, and hunting in a ground blind next to my daughter gives the exact same satisfaction. I have a blast sitting in a ground blind with my daughter this year. Only got out a few times, but I get the exact same feeling of joy sitting in the blind next to her as I do closing the deal on a nice buck. That's just my thought. I will say though, when you do get a nice buck, best 2 things happened. Having your family out there to help you drag it out, easier on your back, take lots of pictures, get to tell the story over and over and over and over. They're your family, they have to listen. And getting text messages from trad gang buddies, constantly rolling through. I got text messages from people that I didn't even call and tell about a deer, so you guys know who you are. I appreciate it. Very cool. Hope I get to return the favor every year as we move forward here for you guys. And last but not least, as you get older, you get softer. This is the first year I've ever passed on a lot of does. Pretty cool feeling knowing you could have made the shot. You let them walk. Little different perspective on it. We don't have to shoot every deer that walks by, and seeing them the next time out is pretty cool. Does come a time when you got to put some deer in the freezer, and we got to that eventually, but pretty neat letting some deer walk. We'll catch up with you everybody next year, God willing, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again and have a blast. See you. This is what we do. Special tips for practicing for Colorado muleys and Kansas whitetail. Show them what we got here, bud. Oh, I'm not ready. You just said show what you got. Keep it low.